Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbanallahu wa ni'mal wakeel. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. It's Friday. Now, I've been thinking a few thoughts. The Bank of Ghana with the police have been on the onslaught for the black market. Well, it may help a bit in arresting the dollar after the dollar broke jail, because we were told that IGPRPA2 had the keys. We were told by Vice President Bawumia that IGPRPA2 had the keys and had locked the dollar, but we have seen how the dollar is running around these days. It's coming down, going up, coming down, going up. At one point, it crossed the 10 and all of that. Broke the 8 and crossed the 10. Now, I see what the Bank of Ghana is doing. Picking on the black market guys. They are doing performing an illegality. It's fair enough to go after them. But the question is it sustainable? Because I see another Galamsey fight on our hands where we decide to go and pick the people in the pits like we're doing for Galamsey and leaving the real big boys who are perpetrating whatever it is behind. The traders have told you, the Ghana Union of Traders have told you that there are some conspirators within the Bank of Ghana and, in fact, some of the commercial banks who aid these black market guys. And sometimes when they go, they see the bundles have Bank of Ghana stamps on them because the guys do not conjure the dollars. Somebody gives it to them. How do they get them? So if you make a public show with a camera to follow the guys, on the black market, it's okay. We like to do public show for everything in this country. We are even launching Wi-Fi for secondary schools or for universities. We do public show. So we like the public show. But I'm saying look beyond the public show. Go beyond the public show. Go for the big boys. If the traders want, say, $30,000, $50,000, $60,000, $100,000, the big traders to go and import something into the country, and your threshold for them is $10,000 from the commercial banks or from their dollar accounts, where would they get the remainder? And they get it anyway to go and trade. So where do they get those monies from? Have you asked yourself? There have been instances, and they themselves have said it sometimes, that they go to the bank, they give them a certain threshold or amount, then somebody says, oh, I know somebody, they call somebody, and they bring them the money. Have you ever wondered how, as a country, we put a threshold on how much dollars they can have, and yet they always have more than enough or enough to be able to trade? And as a regulator, when you begin auctioning your dollars to who has the biggest cash, there's a problem. So I say go beyond the guys on the black market. There are big boys and big fishes behind that you won't see. And don't make the thing look like it is no longer if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But it's if you chase the black market guys, the exchange rate will come down. Because that's what we are doing. I said, if they are performing an illegality, let the law work, which is what you're doing. That's fantastic. Number 2, is it sustainable? Number 3, go beyond the guys on the black market and go for those who give them the dollars. Go for them. Because we always will pick on the small fishes and leave the big fishes hanging and roaming around. We don't manufacture dollars in this country. We don't print dollars in this country. So we will need the dollar from elsewhere. We have a certain insatiable appetite for imported stuff. And we have not made a frantic effort to change that appetite. The Bank of Ghana says if you are quoting in dollars, stop it. Well, Bank of Ghana, tell the government of Ghana to stop quoting in dollars. They should lead by example. And you see, if the government of Ghana were borrowing monies and telling the people that, oh, $750 million is equivalent in Ghana cedis like that, people would have said, hey, is that how much we are collecting? But they quote them in dollars, so it looks small. Expand it. In basic school, we did factorization, expansion. Expand it, let the people see. Do the equation well, show working before you give them the answer. So yes, you can go after them. I've said it for the uptime time. But I'm saying that they are big fishes. Who are the people that Guta is talking about at the Bank of Ghana? Who are those? Who are the people at the commercial banks that Guta is talking about? Who are those? And who are the real big boys who are beneficiaries of these? Rice importers, chicken importers, oil importers, sugar importers. Are they the big guys? How do they get the extra after they have crossed the threshold? That's the question the Bank of Ghana should be answering. Because like we did in the collapse of the banks, now it's coming back to hurt us. We are going on another onslaught like we have done with Galamsey fight, and we are not too sure what we are doing. I am asking, you have a threshold. The person needs more than what you have put in the threshold to be able to buy what they want to buy. Question, where do they get the extra from? Answer that and your problems are solved. Part of your problem is solved. Because you don't get dollar. Now, you don't have dollar in the system, but some people have more dollars than others. And I say until you stop auctioning your dollar to the highest bidder, you will continue. Because if we have 4 people bidding for the dollar that you are auctioning, Bank of Ghana, and I have money to be able to buy about 70% of the dollar today at this rate. Tomorrow, I will come to the table and within my circles, I say, I have this much dollar that you require, that you need. But I'm not selling it at the rate I bought it at yesterday because I need to make profit. So this is how much I'm selling it for. So there's hoarding. I say, ask the traders where they get the extra from. Who are their colluders and collaborators? When you look, follow the cash, follow the money, you will find answers. As for the guys in the ghetto around Tudu, railways, cow lane that you are chasing, you will chase them, you will make an example of them. It's fine. But beyond them, there are people. Some of them can't afford the monies that they hold and they swap. I'm telling you. But the big men cannot get into the ghettos to go and be sitting down to be changing the money. So when the day ends, they go and they make their sales. Now, if our financial guys had their eyes on and somebody comes every day, they are withdrawing 50,000, 100,000 to go onto a black market, they would have seen this a long time ago. But when you make such sensitive institutions job for the boys, you will always have problem on your hands. So Bank of Ghana, good morning to you. Find the people within your corners that are keeping the dollar and helping the black market. Stop making an example of those guys like you have done in the Galamsey fight, which has become Johnnies. Because Aisha One has exposed us all.